Hey everybody, how are you tonight? My name is Scott Nelson, and I am very privileged to be able to come tonight because I have found out about a company that I believe is one that I have been looking for 40 years since I began in the home-based business arena. Now, I've had many successes and I've had many more failures like most of you have, but I do understand why people fail, and that is that traditional 2% succeed, 98% never make anything in home-based businesses or network marketing opportunities. And I just want to take a moment to welcome you to this presentation that will last for about the next 30 minutes or so. And I want to encourage you, just get comfortable. Please, if you're serious about wanting to see something that I believe and I feel from the bottom of my heart that is going to take all of you that fall into that 97, 98%. Those are the people I want to talk to. Hey, listen, if you are somebody that has never made a dime, if you have box after box of garage inventory of pills, potions, lotions, travel programs, cellular phone companies, long distance services. You probably have tried them all. Many people have literally been in hundreds of programs in their life. And you know what? You can continue to do the same thing, or you can take a look at what we are going to talk about tonight that is going to transform your life. And I do encourage you to grab a pad, because yesterday when I was exposed to this information, I've been a professional full-time work from home networker for 25 years. I started my first network marketing business back when I was 18 years of age. I am now within a couple of months of turning 61. So that will tell you just how many years, 43, starting year number 43 in this industry. So you can probably understand I pretty much have seen it all. I thought I had seen it all, but I have been praying and really asking that I might find what I consider a company that, number one, was going to be around for many, many years to come. A company that offered real products, not these different type of money games and recruiting games and things that just don't have any substance, but most importantly, a opportunity for you to get involved with a company that you never, ever, ever have to recruit anybody to earn what everybody else is earning. The only difference is that if you ever do want to build some extra income, USI Tech does give you the opportunity to get involved in the network's marketing side, but that would only be after you've enjoyed success and earned money starting at day one. So truly, this company, USI Tech, is going to change your life forever. Now let's go ahead and get started with the presentation. We want to welcome you to the presentation tonight, and we want to share with you that US Tech is a company that offers you, when vision and perfection come together, great things can happen. Today I had the privilege of listening to one of our four owners that was over in Germany. It was a little hard at first to get used to that German accent. The gentleman who was actually interviewing him on a 1 hour private conference basically was from, I believe, either Switzerland or the UK. So I really was challenged to be able to make out some of the words because my hearing isn't great anyways. But what I heard was a dream, a passion, and these things are happening. A new dimension has arrived in direct marketing, and it's going to change lives. So you say, well, who is USI Tech, and what does the company stand for? Well, actually, it stands for United Software Intelligence. This is a company that's about 3 years old. They have really come on strong, and they have been the leaders in the automated trading platforms using an MT4 platform in the foreign exchange, also known as the Forex currency trading. They're located and registered over in Dubai. The reason that they're in Dubai, First of all, it's one of the toughest countries to get approved in for any company, traditional or direct sales, because of the tremendous tax advantages by registering yourself in that country. The products are absolutely outstanding. Okay, we've had the Forex automatic trading platform that has been operating in a great profitable mode now for over 3 years, called the Forex EA. And just about 3 weeks ago, we rolled out our new Bitcoin package. It actually premieres on the world scene this Saturday in just a couple of days, but it is available now for those of you that might want to get a head start. The founders, the two main owners of the company, and I have to say I'll probably butcher these names, but it's Ralph Gold. He was the gentleman on the call today, and Jael Severino, and absolutely heard Ralph's vision. I think Ralph's in his early to mid 50s. He's managed and traded for numerous VIP clients over the past year, producing incredible results, producing them a good return, and he's an incredibly conservative investor. Yet the returns for these clients have averaged between 3.5% and 5% on a monthly basis. That's right, you heard me correctly. And working with VIP clients, if you don't know, means that the minimum investment for his VIP clients has been $100,000 in their account. Okay, the team also consists of outside, actually 3 different financial analysis and trading firms. One is in Asia, one is in Germany, I believe, and the other one is in the United States. And these are the top. I'm sorry, the second one is in Australia. I'm sorry, but it's just truly amazing. So it is a team that consists of many professionals. There's ones that oversee the direct sales program, one that handles the business management, the finances, and the one, Ralph, that we talked to today, who is in charge of all of the trading that goes on. So we want to welcome you to the world of cryptocurrency with US Tech and the introduction of the brand new Bitcoin program. Really officially rolling out on the 1st of April. That's Saturday. Today is the 29th, I think. And so tomorrow, yeah, 2 more days. And it's really already setting standards that are really producing wonderful results for people that are purchasing our Bitcoin package. Now, for many of you, it seems like everybody should know about Bitcoin because for a while there, about 2-3 weeks ago, it actually exceeded the price of gold. That was up around 1,300, 1,350. Right now, it's trading in US dollars at roughly $1,000, but most experts, if you look at the future of Bitcoin, are very, very exciting because they're predicting. These are economists. I mean, I follow the markets in gold, silver, and Bitcoin, and I'm hearing people, at least 4 or 5 experts, all predicting that somewhere between the end of 2017 and into maybe the first half of 2018, they're all giving it's predictions, and there's no guarantee, but they're predicting that Bitcoin could hit somewhere between 3 and 5,000. Those are the numbers that I've heard. You can see here, whoever put this slide together said 2 to 4,000, so that's pretty close. And the long term is just unbelievable. When you talk, I mean, when I heard people talking about $1 million Bitcoin, I said, what? Well, it's what so many people are talking about. It's not just me and it's not just the financial experts. If there were 3 people that you felt maybe you could listen to, one might be Richard Branson, and you can see his quote there. I think it's working. There'll be other currencies like it that may even be better. But in the meantime, there's a big industry right now being built around Bitcoin. In fact, Richard Branson's airline, Virgin Atlantic, they actually take Bitcoin for airline tickets. So if you don't think Bitcoin has broken onto the scene, you might want to listen to a man that almost everybody in the world knows. He's the richest man. They say he is the first in history to become a trillionaire. His name is Bill Gates, and he says Bitcoin is exciting because it shows how cheap, he's talking about financial transactions, can be. Bitcoin is better than currency in that you don't have to be physically in the same place. And of course, for large transactions, currency can get pretty inconvenient. And then Ben Bernanke, who was the head of the Federal Reserve, says virtual currencies like Bitcoin may hold long-term promise, particularly in the innovations promote a faster, more secure, and more efficient payment system. That's what you need to look at when you look at Bitcoin. The value of cryptocurrency is increasing. There are many new ones. In fact, we on the conference we were talking about the possibility of using some of our mining connections to expand so we can increase the profits for the clients of USI Tech by becoming involved with Ethereum and Monero and some of the new cryptocurrencies. But remember, we do know that we are seeing the value of Bitcoin heading skyrocketing. In fact, experts predict that Bitcoin is the king because of an increase that is predicted of perhaps as much as 400% over the next 1 to 2 years. Now, if you think for one moment you don't see Bitcoin taking over the global payment solutions, how about corporations like Newegg, PayPal, Microsoft, American Airlines, Virgin, Namecheap, Global Pay, Zynga, all these companies, Mozilla. There's even Bitcoin ATMs that are starting to pop up in almost every major city around the world, not just the United States. We were listening today and they're seeing these ATM Bitcoin machines popping up all over Europe and Asia like popcorn. So if you want to position yourself for the growth of what's coming, just look at the corporate global presence of some of these companies. Now, when we start looking at our Bitcoin packages, BTC, if you wonder what that stands for, if you haven't figured it out, BTC is the financial market sign, or what they call the I'm looking for a word, but I can't get it. But basically, it's a symbol like on the stock exchange. So different currencies, USD is US dollar, BTC has Bitcoin. And a BTC Bitcoin package will cost you about 50 euros because it's obviously gonna be based on the euro because the company is not headquartered in the US. So that's about 55, roughly 55 US dollars, and that fluctuates obviously with the exchange rates. But what you do is it's so simple. You're able to actually go in there and buy a Bitcoin package for as little as $55, right? Now you're going to be able to purchase Bitcoin, stick it in your wallet, and transfer it, and let that $55 US or that 50 euro Bitcoin package run for 140 working days. That's roughly, give or take, about 6 months, okay? That's the package length that it is scheduled to run. Now, you should receive in and around 1% per day for each and every one of those days. And if you look at the return, if that's all you did, you're going to see, based on the numbers that we've already seen consistently, you're going to be getting a return of 140%. That's 1% per day. Now, let me show you an example of what would happen if you purchase 20 Bitcoin packages. That would be about 1,000 euros, or probably about 110, 120 US dollars, right? Or I'm sorry, about 1,100 US dollars. Okay. And if you let those 20 packages run for that 140 days, do you realize that after 140 days, approximately 6 months, that you would have $1,400 €500. Now, we're not talking about going in there and doing your own trading, because I haven't even got into the great news is that this is a totally hands-free program. It's free to join, a free website with your back office. There is no monthly fees. There's no auto ship. The two products you can use for free if you want to ever get involved in our Forex trading program. You can do that. It's been around. It's been yielding, like I said earlier, around 3.5, 4.5, 5% on the average over the last 3 years. It is something that the people that manage the accounts for our clients do require a minimum trading account of $1,000. That is your money. It's just going to be used to increase. So, if you could go in there and let's say you could get, let's just say maybe you could get 4%, okay, every month. Okay, you have $1,000, you're going to be making what? You're going to be making about $40 a month, just about $500 a year. So you're making roughly 50% interest. Now, with the Bitcoin packages, you're going to purchase those. You can purchase one, you can purchase 20, you can purchase up to 2,000. Now, this is exciting because if you look at this example, without lifting without lifting a finger, you're going to see your money working on autopilot. You don't have to watch it, but it's going to be posted every day in your back office. You're going to be able to log in. You have certain purchasing limits. One of the things that Ralph was saying today is the reason that they limit the maximum packages that you can own of 2,000, which would be, if you did the math on it, that would be about $100,000 in cash. So I don't think anybody, at least in my home, is looking to go out and buy 2,000. But he said there have been people that have come, big money people, that understand that when you can get 1% on $100,000 a day, you can do the math on that. That is, if I take $100,000, I'm doing it with my calculator, times 1% daily, right? 1%, that is $1,000 a day. Okay, $1,000, that'd be $365,000 a year. Well, that might be great, but he said that would leave the people like you and I behind, because obviously, if you had a bunch of people doing that, they wouldn't be able to make the packages available to the masses. So the good news is that when I tell you about our rebuy program, if you're rebuying packages, that 2,000 maximum that BTC packages will not affect you. He's just not allowing anybody to walk in and spend $100,000 or over $100,000. Here is what really got me yesterday when I looked at this, because I've been involved in gold and silver. I love Bitcoin. Okay, but what I don't necessarily always like is when they take your money and they tie it up and you can't touch it. So in your members back office, which is 100% free when you sign up, you're going to be able to actually see every single trade, every single day. You're going to, and I'm going to be making a video here when I'm going to go in and buy my first Bitcoin packages tonight. I'm going to buy $1,000 worth of it. I'm going to buy 25 to get started, and let her get started earning for me, okay? Because I'm busy selling on Amazon and doing other things, and I'm going to be helping people like you, those of you that have never made a dime, never recruited anybody, and I'm going to work with the people like my friends Randy and Dan and others that are going to be not only taking advantage of the hands-free automated trading of the currencies, but also ones that are going to help hundreds of thousands of you that have not even heard. Because here's the good news: there's only, from what I'm hearing, about 500 people in the United States that even know about this company, because it's been growing since the Bitcoin program was released back about 3 weeks ago. They have increased by 15,000 members. I believe he said today they sold over $500,000 in the last week in Bitcoin, the packages, and it's just exploding, and nobody in the States even knows about it. So if you've ever wanted that fertile soil and you want a real product, not product, but actually products, because we have the software that we're using with our Forex exchange, and now we've got the Bitcoin system. So we've got real products. We've got a company that's been in business. We aren't playing the money games where go in and recruit, and the money dries up and everybody goes home. 95% of the people are broke. That's not what you're getting with US Tech. We are going to post your daily earnings on your Bitcoin, that roughly 1%. Some days it might be 0.67, the next day it might be 1.3, because these are actual investments with Bitcoin miners. We're also starting to work with some of the people that are mining Ether and also Monero. So these packages, these investments are a number of different things that Rolf is doing with his team that are providing these opportunities for our members to be able to watch their, I don't even want to use the word, so I'm just going to say watch your purchases grow while you go and do the things that are important to you. Come back home. It pays 1 day in arrears. There's 5 trading days that we use every single day. So 5 days, 1 day in arrears. You're going to see your payment for that day with the date and the percentage that you earn. And it's going to keep a running track of your account. And you can make daily withdrawals if you get into a cash crunch and you want to take out money. Hey, it's your money. You can take it out. You'll just basically have them transfer it right back to your Bitcoin wallet, and you can just go ahead and turn it right back into cash. Here is something that is amazing, that when you earn commissions, you can rebuy. That's right. You can literally go in and put a switch on that says, okay, so I got 25 Bitcoin packages. I'm going to earn, basically that 25 is $1,000. So I'm going to earn about $10 a day, about $300 a month on my $1,000, right? So for that $1,000, if I didn't do anything, that $1,000 should be worth about what? $3,000 at the end of year one. But have you ever heard of something called compound interest before? Now imagine this. Imagine taking your $10 profit and just continually putting it in. Whenever you have about the $55, about every once, twice, 3 times, 4 times a month. And let's just say if you want to get really fancy, maybe we just go on a 90-day Starbucks fast and throw another $5 to $10 a day on top of that. Maybe we're able to go in about 5 extra times a week and buy another package on top of what we're earning. Have you ever seen the power of what compounding? In fact, I think it was Albert Einstein or somebody that said, I remember hearing it, that the 8th great wonder of the world is compounding interest. You can kind of look here, you can see as this example, this is exactly what it is, but in this example, people bought 20 Bitcoin packages. You can see it's 1,000 euros, which is roughly 1,050, maybe 1,080 US dollars. Sorry, it's in German here, but you can see that 1%. You can see right there at day one. I don't know if you can see that. Let me see if I can put a little pointer. You can see that this is showing your earnings, your return on your capital. This is 1,000 euros, 20 Bitcoins, and this is a rebuy over 250 days. So you can see that when you get up to working days here, it's showing you your return on your capital. Well, I want to show you something that's truly amazing. Look at what happens at your balance. Remember, you started with the 1,000 at the end of 260 business days. That's a year. Now, this is not doing any compounding, but if you started with 1,000 euro, do you realize at the end of 260 business days, based on that 1% return, you've now got You realize that's a 500% increase? Now, I want to show you something that's going to be even more crazy is we have a profit calculator in our back office, and this shows you the power of compounding. Excuse me. So start with one Bitcoin package, okay, over 1 year, I'm sorry, over 260 working days, I should say. You can see that that one Bitcoin after 261 working days is now, without you doing anything, you're out playing tennis, you're working your regular job, you're out traveling around the world helping others. You have seen that in 261 working days go from one Bitcoin to almost five Bitcoin. But that doesn't take in consideration the projections of increase of the value of Bitcoin. What if it doubles? If it doubles and goes to $2,000, like most experts believe are going to happen in the next 6 to 12 months, do you realize that 1,000 euros jumped to 9,700 euros? That is going to increase the number of Bitcoins up to about, well, depending on the price of Bitcoins, who knows? But look at if it goes to 3,000. Now remember, these are all speculations, but you can play around. I'm not going to do it here, but you can play around as much as you like in your members free website and your back office. But you can see, what if it goes to 3,000? That 1,000 goes up to 14,000. Are you starting to get the big picture? Now look at what happens if it would go up to, let's say, 4,000. That 1,000 euros would now, in 261 days, without lifting a finger, without doing any trading, without watching anything, set it and forget it, would turn into just under 20,000 euros. Let's look at this. Let's just say you went in there and you started with 100 packages. That would be about 5 Bitcoins, a little over 5 Bitcoins in that same scenario. Without doing anything, without doing any compounding, without the price changing, guess what? Your 5 Bitcoins in 261 working days has turned into what? Just under 25 Bitcoin. Now, let me ask you, if you've ever been involved, there's so many Bitcoin businesses out there. They're money games. They're, recruit, 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 and get rich. Well, guess what? They usually stay around 3 to 6 months and then they're closed down. There's no product. There's nothing but money. It's a money or a shell game. I'm sorry. I joined one right after a company kind of broke my heart before, and I got in, and, a couple of weeks later, I'm kind of going like, wait a minute, what are we really doing? There wasn't anything of substance there. So, I just don't get excited about that. I want people like you that have never made money, even if you've made millions of dollars. Hey, I'm not going to push you away, but I want everybody to win that has never really won. People who need a break, right? So when I saw this yesterday, I jumped upside down. I contacted a couple of people. I sent out 40 emails to test before I went to bed last night. I had 20 people that said, really, I can get involved for free. I don't have to do anything. I never have to recruit anybody, and I can earn on Bitcoin about 1% every day. I want to invest $1,000. There's going to be people that get in for the 55 US dollars, and some for 550, some for 5,500, because they just are people that want to get to those retirement goals, or maybe you got a kid going to school, whatever it might be. But it's super exciting. Look at that example at the end of just 2 years. If it doubles in price, can you imagine $5,000 turning into nearly 50,000, and the scenario increases, as you can see? I mean, those type of numbers, they just get crazy. And I don't even have to go through it, but this is just another example with 10 Bitcoin doing nothing after, going to take your family on a vacation, spending all that money that you made with USI Tech. If you decide to continue to play in the Bitcoin arena or the Forex market, whatever you prefer, you certainly aren't limited to one or the other. You can do both, and they'll take incredible care of you and watch over your investments. Keep in mind, we know that no investment is 100% safe, and so we're not coming here to portray it under any circumstances. That you want to make sure that you never put something in that you can't afford to lose. You may not be happy, I'd say. If you can't be smiling when you lose, then don't do it. Well, I'm not going to go there tonight, but I'm going to say if you are living on bus fare for your food, don't go out and buy $500 on credit. You know, buy $55, let it run. You'll see your profit post every single day. Watch it if you believe it. You know, you can take your money out at any time. So, just watch it very carefully. The numbers you see are all going to be different. Now, for those of you at this point in time that are just satisfied because I've just now showed you one of our two products that is going to allow you to join at 100% no charge. Okay, you're going to have a website, a back office, and you can use. Now, listen, I want to tell you something. If you were in the Forex, I was in a EA program using an MT4 trading platform. That's an automated software. They were charging me $149 a month. That wasn't before I funded my account with $1,000. That was $149. Do the math, okay? If I fund an account and it's costing me $150, it's costing me $1,800 a year. 1,800. Now, if I take $1,000 and even if I was earning 10% every single month, I would be earning 100. I would still be negative $50. Now, how does that sound? Now you look at USI Tech and we're giving you free software to use. You can, you're going to have to put your own money, $1,000 minimum to have a broker, one of our third-party brokers, use the software and manage your account. Okay, that's up to you. But Bitcoin and the trading platform are 100% free. There's no monthly fees, no auto ship, no requirements. The only fee that you'll be reaching into your pocket, and I would recommend if you are not a recruiter or if you don't have an ability to build right now a good active group of people that are excited, go ahead and start earning hands-free money, okay? And then you're going to be so excited that you're going to tell everybody, and then everybody's going to want to join, because who doesn't want to earn 1% or 30 to 40% here and there on Bitcoin without touching anything? Who doesn't want to earn 3 to 4.5% on their monthly investment without touching or managing their Forex trading platform? So as you earn, as you start to see your accounts grow, obviously at that time, you can go ahead and buy your way into this program just by what you do passively, really just watching. Passively just means you can be sleeping, eating, playing tennis, working, driving an Uber, whatever you want to do, and then you're just earning. You're just earning. You're just earning. And if you're smart, you're compounding for a couple years, because that's where your wealth is going to come from. It's crazy. But for those of you out there like myself that I'm going to go and I want to change people's lives, I'm willing to invest into a business that will be another source of revenue, but a much larger source. So we have an incredible compensation plan using the USI BTC package that's going to blow you away. Now, I'm not going to even talk about the compensation that's available on top of this as you refer people over to our automated trading platform with our Forex. But look at this. This is one of our compensation packages. How about 35% that you could, if you want it, you can actually earn it through 12 levels. It's going to pay you 10% on all of your personal, because this is set up as a unilevel, so you can sponsor as many people as you want, and you're going to earn 10% on every dollar that they spend. So they go in and buy a package for 55 US and you sponsored them, you're going to earn $5.50 every time. What if a person goes in there like me tonight, and my sponsor, Michael, is going to actually, I'm going to buy 25 packages, and that's $1,000. He just earned a $100 bill, and he doesn't hardly even know me. And that's one purchase. Now I'm going to set my switch on auto buy so that every time they start earning, you know, I can't, you basically earning about 300 a month. Guess what? 300 a month's going to buy another 6 packages, and that's going to be compounding. And before you know it, I'm going to have 200 packages, and he's going to be banking every time 10% just because he enrolled me. And you get that 10% even if you do not get paid below your first level. Because if you want to get paid on levels 2 through 12, then you will need to upgrade. And you do that by purchasing either an agency license, which is 600 euros. And then the only other qualifier is you will need to enroll a total of 3 minimum business partners who purchase a minimum of 12 Bitcoin packages. Now, those 12 don't have to be purchased all at one time, but you're not going to be qualified. So what I'm telling you, if you're a builder and you want a 6 or 7 figure income starting in the next 30, 60, 90 days, okay, if you want to work that fast, then you want to basically make sure that the first 3 people that you put in as people that are participating in the full BTC compensation commission plan have those qualifications met, right? So that's why I'm going in and I'm buying 25 BTC packages tonight. I've already bought my software license, so I'm fully qualified. Now, remember, when I do that, I'm qualified. But you are only going to get paid on level 1, which is still great because even if you join, remember, it's 100% free to do this, and you do get excited and you tell your brother or your friend at work or your neighbor or your pastor, and you tell them what you're doing and saying, man, I'm earning 10 bucks a day or I'm earning 50 bucks a day, and all I'm doing is watching my money grow. And they take a look at one of our presentations like this and they decide you're going to get 10%. Just remember though, if you're going to start seeing those people start to produce people who produce people, you can see that level 2 through level 8 give you a 3% override. That's huge because those levels have unlimited width, right? And then you get down to 9, 10, 11, and 12. That's just the cherry on top of the sundae because you won't be able to count your money when you start to see people down on 9 through 12. Now, there's another way you can qualify also. The agency license just is a license that does not involve the Forex. It's the same price, but if you ever are going to want to dabble, and I suggest that if you're going to jump into the 12 level compensation, that you buy the Forex license because it's the same price. Now, here's why. My sponsor who introduced me to this started with the Forex and was able to actually now, in just his first 19 days in the Bitcoin program, earn, I think he said it was either 7 or 9 Bitcoin in 19 days. And he has never, ever had to reach into his pocket. That's right. The money that he earned over the last year just using the Forex trading platform took care of his license and took care of getting started into the compensation plan. So my plan is I'm not going to pay a lot of attention until I start earning enough to make it worthwhile to get into the Forex automated trading platform. I want as many things working for me. And just like Ralph said today, we need to diversify. This is what his role is with the company. Is he is in charge of investments and he's always looking for new opportunities. So I recommend that if you're serious and you want to build a 6 and 7 figure income, whatever length of time it's going to take you, because some people like my buddy Randy, they'll bring in 500 people, right? Okay, but most people that are going to recruit might bring in 3 or 1 or 5. Doesn't matter. You're going to get 10% on all of those. And as they introduce and next generations start to open up, you're going to get 3%. And then all the way down through the bottom 12, you're going to get 1% levels 9 through 12. So that's the option. Another thing you can do if you want is you can purchase a Forex license, and 3 direct partners have a minimum of 12 Bitcoin packages. So they give you a lot of different opportunities. But I want to just say this is that I do understand. Remember I told you at the very beginning, what I'm after here is not so much you that have made 6 and 7 figure incomes. You're welcome. We'd love to have you on the team. I'm interested in the 98%. 98% of the people that start a network marketing business never earned over $300 a month. 98%. So imagine if I'm doing this presentation and I get here tonight and I say to you, well, guess what? You can join and it's going to be $499, and then you got to buy shampoo and vitamins for $200 a month. So you're going to spend about $3,000 your first year. And if you work really hard, 60 to 80 hours a week for the next 5 years, you might make a couple $100 a month. Well, that's why you have an attrition rate in most companies of near 60 to 70% after 6 to 18 months is what they say. So this is what I'm after. I'm going to take every one of you that have never won in any sort of a home-based business before and show you a way that you can absolutely get started for zero. You can get started for as little as 55 US dollars, and you can actually see your money grow on your behalf. If you were to be the big risk taker, just think of what $55 represents. It represents a nice dinner. So how much risk do you have? Look at the styling of this back office, and we're getting ready to see the new redone because our current website does not have the Bitcoin because it doesn't officially launch until this Saturday, even though we can buy our packages now. The official rollout is April 1st, 2017. Okay, there's going to be two complete sides to the website. One will be the Bitcoin and the other will be the Forex. It's going to be amazing, but it's already amazing. It feels professional. The touch is there. It's truly amazing. And when you start looking at the simplicity, you're able to set up your e-wallet. You're able to move your money super easy by simply going over, making your purchases from your Bitcoin wallet, deciding how many packages. It's really paste your wallet, make your payment, decide how many packages you want, and send it, and it's in the system immediately. Now you look at this in the back office, so many of these companies will tell you, oh yeah, you're going to make this, you're going to make this, but how about a company that actually posts your daily results? You can see this right here. It's an example. Those are not a real account, but as you can see, because today is the 29th, I don't think this was done today, and there hasn't been any trades closed out for today yet, but this is just the way it's going to look. This is a dummy account, but you can see at the top right, it shows you your current percentage that you've earned. It tells you how many days your account's been running. It shows you you've got one package. Okay, it showed you what that's worth, 0.043 Bitcoin. And then down here at the bottom, you can see that particular day, you earned about 0.87, the day before 1.23. They're going to vary because these are live trading accounts that take in a bundle of many different types of investments. So very seldom will you see the same amount, but if you average those out, they're going to be around 1% every single day. Are you excited yet? I hope so, because if you start looking at a book that was written by Robert Kiyosaki, said, basically you have four different types of people. You have the business owner, you have the investor, you have the self-employed, and you have the employee who have a job. Okay, those are the percentages of people. 95% of the people own a job. That's 95%. They're employees. They have one small little chunk of the wealth, of the world's wealth. They own 5%. They've been working 40 years. My sister-in-law is a school teacher. She's been doing it for 32 years now. She would fall into those left two categories. But the people who are investors, only 5% of the people actually invest. They are business owners because they have a system that works, and 95% of the wealth belongs to them. So my question is, where will you be in 2017? I've shown you a system tonight that takes all of the greatest needs. The one thing that has stopped 98% of you who are watching this from succeeding, you know what that is? This is where you don't have to sell, share, buy, or do anything to get involved in a business. A company that gives you products. There are going to be new products that will be added. So we're not going to be two-dimensional. We'll be four-dimensional and then probably eight-dimensional. And all that is going to do what you think. It's going to generate more opportunities for you, your friends, your family, and your loved ones to just be able to participate in programs where they're managed for you. One that you can manage what you want to do with your money. You're not happy with the program after 30 days, take your money and you haven't paid anything to join. If you want to build this, if you want to build it into a six-figure income, seven figures even, then you can take advantage of that earning opportunity through 12 levels. Remember, there's two different earnings. They're all included. Once you qualify for 12 levels, you're also qualified to be paid three different ways on the Forex platform. And that will be saved for another day, because if I gave you too much information here, I've shown you a six and seven figure income just using Bitcoin. That's what I'm interested in now. Once I earn my first 10,000 or 20,000, I'm going to go over and open a 10,000. I'm not going to open a Forex account until I have $10,000. The reason is it's $1,000 will give you heavy drawdowns. It's a little bit more volatile. I've been in my previous platform and I noticed how volatile it was and didn't do well at all. It was a negative return. So they've said, the experts have said, if you're going to get into an EA MT4 type auto trading platform, you should be looking at a minimum of 10,000. And that's what I'm going to encourage those of you that are watching. But I have plenty of information about that platform, so you can send an email to me. It's at the bottom in the comments box. There's an email address there if you have questions. It's, like I said, free to sign up. I want you to encourage you. I'm not going to put my link in there, because it may not have been Scott Nelson that sent you to this presentation. That's who I am. And if Scott Nelson referred you, then you just get a hold of Scott, that's me, and get the link and get enrolled. It's 100% free. Then you just make sure you have a Bitcoin wallet. You can use Blockchain, BLOCKCHAIN, that's the one I use, or Coinbase. Fund your wallet. I would say, whatever you can afford to start with, but as soon as you have it funded, then we can go ahead and get started. You can buy some Bitcoin, and it's really, really going to be a great future. It's going to be so cool to see 100% of all of the people that I love and care about to be able to win. And that's where my heart is as I move into 2017 and beyond with USI Tech. Thanks so much for watching. I know it's been a little bit of time tonight, but I think it's probably worth it. Have any questions, feel free to email me or get back to the person that sent you this presentation tonight. God bless you all, and we'll talk to you soon.